बी वेल्थी पर आपको हमेशा हम और हमारे यहाँ आने वाले एक्सपर्ट्स ये बताते हैं कि आपको अपनी रिटायरमेंट कैसे प्लान करनी है, कैसे इन्वेस्ट करना है, कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करना है। लेकिन आज मेरे साथ यहाँ पर ये 4 शख्स हैं जो आपको अपना प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस बताएंगे। ये काम कर चुके हैं कई साल तक और अब बड़ी सुकून की रिटायरमेंट वाली ज़िंदगी बिता रहे हैं। कौन है ये शख्स? ये वहाँ जहाँ पर हम रहते हैं, जिस सोसाइटी में, वहीं पर रहते हैं। इनको मैं बहुत अच्छे से जानती हूँ, बाकी से मैं आज पहली बार बात कर रही हूँ। तो इन तक जाने के पहले आपको हम ये बता दें कि आज ये जो भी कहेंगे आप उसको ज़रा गौर से सुनिएगा और उसके बाद कमेंट में आपको ये लिखकर बताना है कि आपने क्या सीखा है इस पूरी बातचीत से और आप किन की बात से सबसे अधिक रिलेट करते हैं। तो शुरू करते सबसे पहले नाम और इनके प्रोफेशन के साथ, जो ये रिटायरमेंट के पहले काम कर रहे थे उसके बारे में। राम, पहले आप बताएं।
My name is Ram. I worked in the Kuwait Oil Company in the finance department and as a senior tax officer and handled the international taxation of our company where we have operations globally. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
I'm Abraham. I'm a chartered accountant. After I stopped working about 10 years back for a couple of corporates, I've been working as a chartered accountant ever since.
Okay.
I'm Ramesh. For most part of my life, I have been running an industry along with few others. I'm basically a technical guy, and I was CEO. And recently, we sold our industry, and I'm fully retired now.
Hey, hi. Good morning, good evening, whatever time you're looking at this. I'm Sridhar. I worked for about 40 years, 20 years in a bank, and the remaining 20 years in a tech company, Oracle. I was in the area of operations. I headed the service line for about 20 years. I'm now retired for the last year or so. Thank you.
ओके तो यहाँ पर ये चारों लोग, इनकी हिंदी थोड़ी उसमें हाथ तंग है क्योंकि ये सब यहाँ पर ही रहे, बेंगलोर में रहने वाले हैं। तो अंग्रेज़ी में बोलेंगे, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा और अगर समझ में ना आए तो हम सब टाइटल्स डाल देंगे, आप वो सुन लीजिएगा या पढ़ लीजिएगा। शुरू करते हैं इनसे सवाल जवाब का सिलसिला। पहला सवाल राम, आपसे शुरू करते हैं। किस उम्र में आपने रिटायरमेंट के लिए प्लान करना शुरू किया था और पहला स्टेप क्या था?
I worked for an oil company in Kuwait and there was an age restriction of 60 as a retirement age. But 3-4 years before itself, I planned my retirement and I decided to settle in Bangalore. That was the first step for retirement.
आप ये कह रहे हैं कि 60 साल में आपका रिटायरमेंट था और आपने 56 की एज में प्लान शुरू किया था?
56 एज में, हाँ।
उसके पहले नहीं किया था?
उसके पहले मैं मतलब सेविंग्स तो था।
हाँ, तो वही तो पूछ रहे हैं।
अच्छा, okay.
सेविंग के मामले में।
Okay, I mean, see, we lived a very comfortable life and definitely travel was one of the most important thing. And we have traveled all over the world, so major part of the amount was saved for travel. Then of course, I can say 20% of the salary went for savings by way of mutual funds, by way of FDs, which was giving a good interest for NRIs. So that was there. And towards when I crossed 50, definitely the allocation for savings, mutual funds and other things increased a lot.
Okay, all right. Sir, आपने कब पहली बार आपको लगा कि रिटायरमेंट भी एक चीज़ होगी और उसके लिए मुझे प्लान करना चाहिए? आप सीए थे लेकिन आपको तो सब पता ही था।
By roughly around the age of 50 or so, I started attending a few conferences. I started seeing some people who had retired as CEOs, and I started asking them, "What have you done for planning for retirement?" And mostly they came up with the answer, "No, we've not done any planning." So I thought that okay, mine is a stressful life, being CFO and head of operations for an organization, and I thought that I wanted to reduce the stress. So therefore I thought, let me start planning. By around the age of 50, I started planning for retirement. And that's my.
Okay. आपने सर?
I have a slightly different take on this. I started planning when I was hardly 35, 36, mainly because my wife was a college professor, and we realized that though she was teaching in a private college, they were now eligible for UGC payment, which meant that she was going to get a pension. So with that in mind, my whole idea changed. My idea was to first save one salary, which was already ongoing, and secondly, keep building house, maybe a larger one in the later stages, because once you have a house and once you have a pension, with our lifestyle, I thought we were set for retirement.
और ये आप जो बताने वाले हैं सर, वो बहुत अलग सा है सर, प्लीज बताएं।
Okay. So the real answer to the question, when did I start planning for a retired life, is to say I didn't start any planning. There was absolutely no planning. That is just because when I took my first job, it was a pensionable job. So I started my retirement planning effectively at the age of 19-20. So I'll give you a reverse answer a little later. But then what added to all this is that my wife, who also was working with me in the bank, also retired with a pensionable amount. And then I took a second job where again I get a pension. So therefore, the planning went in a very different way. I was very conservative in the employers that I chose, and I started early. So the reverse answer to when to start planning is to start today, earliest. At the age of 19, 20, we start to plan.
I have to tell you this, that the importance of planning for the future as well as savings, we realized actually we were in Kuwait at the time of the Iraqi invasion. And before that, it was more of a bachelor life for me, but of course I got married also, but then it was more of spending happened. At the time of invasion, when things looked very uncertain for us, then I realized that we should have this savings and a plan for the future. When actually that's the time, that was maybe I was just about 32, 33 that time, when I had to give importance for planning for the future. And definitely from that time it was a different outlook for savings and planning.
ओके ऑलराइट। अच्छा अभी क्या होता है, अभी नॉर्मली प्लानर्स या एडवाइजर्स क्या कहते हैं सबको कि आप अभी आपका खर्चा कितना है मंथली एक्सपेंस, या फिर उसको आप ईयरली एक्सपेंस में कन्वर्ट कर दीजिए और उसमें आप 7% इन्फ्लेशन देख लीजिए और उसके बाद जितने भी साल बचे हैं रिटायरमेंट के उसको फैक्टर इन करके एक नंबर तक पहुंच जाइए। तो वो कॉर्पस आपके पास होना चाहिए अगर आप एक अच्छा रिटायर्ड लाइफ जीना चाहते हैं तो। और ये उसके अलावा कि घर वर सब कुछ हो चुका है, ऑलराइट। तो उस चीज़ को आप ख्याल में रखते हुए एक एक करके कोई भी शुरू कर सकता है कि आप लोगों ने, आपने तो कहा कि आपने प्लानिंग की नहीं थी इस तरीके से, लेकिन जिसने भी प्लानिंग की वहाँ पे चैलेंजेस क्या आए थे जब भी सोचा कि अब चाहिए अभी ये कॉर्पस चेक करना शुरू करो कितने पैसे हैं?
Like you rightly said, when I was working in Asian Paints, roughly around 1990, one of my colleagues did this calculation saying that what is the rate of inflation going to be like and what is our salary going to increase by. Our salaries were very low at that time. So he came up with a number of 4 crores which we needed to have at the time of retirement when we hit 60. And our salary was never going to be giving us a saving of 4 crores. So then we just forgot about it at that point. But basically what we tried to do is to see that the corpus is such that you are able to get at least 5 or 6% return at the time of retirement, which covers your expenses. I think that's the principle which we follow for figuring out how much money we need for retirement. So 4 crores is a good number.
Yeah, okay.
As far as I am concerned, yes, we, as I said, we had a pretty large house, and the cash part we had what we thought was enough, because at one point we were getting as high as 12% return on cash, which reduced to 7, which got reduced to 6. But fortunately, in between, post-retirement in 2017, for the next 4 years, I did a bit of consultancy, which probably got me more income than my salaries used to.
Okay.
So eventually, we got into a very safe zone. But even without that, with our lifestyle, even the pension would have been more than enough for our style of living.
I definitely had no target amount in mind. But the best lesson that I learned from my father was to live within your earnings. Throughout my life, I've cultivated that habit of being happy with what I have and learn to live it. So, irrespective of the age or stage in your life, you live within your means. You can't be opulent, have low income, and then feel desperate about it. So, just learn to live within your means.
Okay.
That is the golden rule that I follow. But then, being healthy and fit to enjoy the money that you save, I think would be a greater planning than the financial planning.
Okay.
That I believe today out of my own personal experience.
ओके सर। राम, आपके दिमाग में कोई नंबर था क्या?
Number मतलब by God's grace I was working for an oil company and His grace had a good financial this one plus all my housing, travel, everything was, I mean annual travel, everything, hospital medical charges was met by the company. So our out of the salary, a big portion has gone for savings only, and that definitely there was no any kind of a cap for the what I needed. But it so happened that by God's His grace, things definitely met with a good amount for leading a retired life. But as Mr. Sridhar said, we are also a very contented person and live within the means first. Of course, God has given beyond the means, that's a different thing. And definitely for the before I came here, I checked with one of my friends who has retired and come here and asked him what will be our monthly expenses like. So he said, including the tax you paid, it will be some like 3 lakhs per month. And so, I mean, he factored everything for education of children, marriage, everything like, So that we felt that we had a corpus for that to meet. So and by God's grace, I got only one child who got married and all. So no any kind of a financial this burden.
बेसिकली आप में से किसी के पास कोई नंबर नहीं था पहुंचने के लिए, आपको मालूम था
नंबर
कि
नहीं था, लेकिन मंथली एक्सपेंसेस कितना होगा
ये
आपका
आपने
स्टैंडर्ड
कैलकुलेट कर
ये
लिया
कैलकुलेट कर
था।
दिया।
ओके ओके, लुकिंग बैक, अगर अब आपसे कहा जाए कि अपनी रिटायरमेंट प्लान करो फिर से, इफ यू आर इन योर 30s प्रोबेबली, कोई चीज़ आप लोग अलग करते जो या कोई मिस्टेक आपको लगता है कि यार ये नहीं, इसको ऐसे करते तो ज़्यादा बेहतर होता? एनीवन?
I think there are many mistakes. First mistake is to have got a pensionable job like Sridhar. So that's one thing. The second, I think there are a few things which they're also quite aware of. One is get a good health insurance plan, which will take care of
Yeah.
post-retirement. The second is to take a bit more of risk so that your corpus is invested in higher yielding assets like equity rather than in debt and other mutual funds.
Fixed income, yeah.
Rather than fixed income.
Yeah.
And then maybe the third is to look at basically reducing the investment in real estate and keeping a higher proportion of your investments in financial assets.
Oh,
I have a bit to say on this. In fact, the company which I have been running, I joined two friends of mine who had already started. So I was a late entry. So I had to invest in the company, and I did take some percentage of the shares. But if I were to redo things, when I spent a lot of money on the construction of my house,
okay.
maybe I would have increased my stakeholding in the company.
Oh, okay. All right.
See, the right answer to your question, according to me, is nobody is perfect and nothing is perfect. You can always do better.
Yeah.
And if you look back, you always feel you could have done better. But out of what I learned from what I have seen
Yeah.
is that one is to determine what is contentment for oneself. And define that and achieve it and feel contented. Don't keep changing the goalposts, beyond that. Then have a good, healthy lifestyle, both for yourself and your spouse. Stay with children to the extent possible. They make you feel much younger by the day. Have a good health insurance cover.
Okay.
Okay. Then now that most companies do not provide pensionable, service, enter schemes like the National Pension Scheme early. Pump in more amounts into that. Take away money, cash flow from your hands. Put it for the future. Nothing like receiving a pension at the end of the year, for which you have worked in the past.
तो एक क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली आप यहाँ पे आप आंसर कर सकते हैं। अभी गवर्नमेंट ने वापस से यूपीएस के लिए बात की है, यूनिफाइड पेंशन सिस्टम, और एनपीएस था ही। तो अब सरकार ने कहा है अपने एम्प्लॉयज़ को कि भाई आप दोनों में से एक चुन लीजिए, इधर यू विल गेट अ सर्टेन अमाउंट ऑफ योर सैलरी एज अ पेंशन पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट, और आप एनपीएस में डाल रहे हैं जहाँ पर आप इक्विटी में एक्सपोजर होता है, वहाँ कॉर्पस बड़ा भी हो सकता है, छोटा भी हो सकता है, डिपेंडिंग की मार्केट कैसा रहता है। आप क्या पसंद करेंगे चुनना दोनों के बीच में, एक फिक्स्ड अमाउंट जो तय है इन्फ्लेशन फैक्टर इन करने के बाद, या फिर एनपीएस जहाँ पर इक्विटी का एक्सपोजर है?
Abraham already answered that question.
नहीं, आप क्योंकि आप पेंशन
I
वाले
agree with you. I agree.
Okay.
I would choose a national pension scheme.
Okay.
Which is a mix of both, which is safety with a bit of aggression and then market realization. etc.
Okay.
So that you don't feel left out when the whole world talks, that the market went up. My money has not gone up because it's all in the fixed deposit. So as part of the national pension scheme, you can feel one with the market,
Yeah.
both ups and downs.
राइट। राम, आपने कुछ गलत किया?
गलत तो बहुत किया है और गलत इस बात में है कि रियल एस्टेट आई रियली बर्न अ लॉट ऑफ मनी एंड इट हैज नॉट बीन वेरी प्रोडक्टिव फॉर मी other than the 2 apartments I have invested in some land and all, but there's no any kind of I'm not expecting anything out of it. That is one thing. Of course, then stock market, I've been an investor, that somehow given good, somehow given very bad. But here the thing is, again, coming to the mistake I made is, I could have exited with a profit, but I wanted more and I remained there, but then now it's in a loss, So that mistake, I think, if you are into trading, you normally have it. The entry and exit timings are the most important there. And don't go for a very high return. If you are getting anything above bank interest, I think we should be happy and exit.
ओके, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कि पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट आपके सोर्सेज ऑफ इनकम क्या है? आप पेंशन है, आपका तो खैर पेंशन हमें पता है सर, लेकिन बाकी रेंटल इनकम
pension and rent.
रेंट। ओके,
Yeah, I have pension.
Yeah.
I continue to get a dividend from my company.
Okay.
Though that will stop because now, come March, the entire sales proceeds will be with us, so dividend will stop. But I have a fairly good mix of bank deposits
Okay.
and some mutual funds, etc.
Okay.
So fairly steady income, no problems.
The same thing, income from investments, some professional income is there, and rental income.
रेंटल इनकम।
I want to add one point before Ram
श्योर
takes
श्योर
over.
प्लीज।
Point is, please learn to spend during your retirement phase.
Very
Don't
important
save all the
point.
money. Please
Very
learn to
important.
spend. We are all, I'm finding it very difficult.
Is it?
I feel very guilty to spend the money because I see the grandkids. So please learn to spend. I would also learn to spend, but then I feel one should spend money during the
It's like
retirement.
पूरी जिंदगी बचाने की आदत पड़ जाती है तो
And then you're
एक
again
age के
leaving it
बाद-
for somebody and
yeah,
then doing
doesn't
everything.
make
So
sense.
please spend.
Yeah, at least there I am on a slightly different wicket. At least these days, my wife and I, when we visit our children abroad, we travel business class. We don't look at saving that bit and giving a $1,000 gift to the grandchildren.
Very important lesson. Ram, आपका retirement के बाद क्या
Yeah, I
income
mean,
कहाँ से
before
आता है?
that, I would like to state what my dad told me in the sense. My dad was also working in Kuwait, and then at the time of retirement, I was also with him working there. But I told him that, Dad, why are you taking all the money there and paying tax? Put it here in my name, and then whenever you want, I can send it to you. He said, I'd rather believe the government than pay to the government than believe my son. Like, so definitely, whatever you earn, your hard-earned money is for you to spend. One thing. But coming to what is the source of our earnings now? I'll say, as everybody said, it's a mix of investments, dividends from investments, rental income, and of course, to keep myself a little bit busy with keep in touch with the stock market, trade in the stock market also. So
अभी
fairly
total
happy.
investment का कितना exposure weightage equity में है?
Equity में है, both है.
Both
लेकिन
है?
I mean weightage in the sense now when I take the market value, it is done good because I've been
No,
staying.
so अभी अगर
Equity to others,
equity
maybe
to other debt और equity
हाँ
का
नहीं
अगर-
नहीं नहीं डेट में नहीं है लेकिन म्यूचुअल फंड but very less but more into equity large cap
Morely.
funds and mid cap funds.
Okay,
like it,
all
right,
right. So ये जो कहते हैं कि post retirement you have to play a little safe. Do you agree with that?
Definitely.
Safe play कर तो
Safe
कर तो
play
equity कर रहे हैं आप
no,
पूरा.
safe with I go by my whatever leverage I have like. in
Oh,
fact.
okay.
I know
Okay.
I cannot go beyond this. So I put
Calculated risk.
Calculated risk. Calculated risk. Yeah.
अच्छा, how you guys ensure that you wouldn't outlive your savings? आप तो क्या पेंशन वाले हैं सर, आप तो जो नहीं है पेंशन वाले वो बताएं इस बात को कि कैसे इंश्योर कर रहे हैं?
Kisi, you can never be sure. In
Uh-huh.
the sense, today I have pretty good health coverage for both of us. Yes.
Okay.
But if you look at the graph which the healthcare expenses are taking, if you get into a situation where you have a very bad ailment and a long run one, you could run out of it. But again, it is probably a question, I'm sure that very soon, now that Karnataka has already brought in that thing that when you are no longer alive, why do you want to continue to live? So if those options become available, nobody will outlive his resources.
I think that we don't necessarily need to look at this thing where you try to make sure that the entire savings are used up during your lifetime. It's not necessarily what. See, like all of us have been saying, you're just computing how much of an expense you're really going to be having. And you're seeing whether your income is going to match that. So suppose your income is matching that, obviously there will be some savings, which continues. So as long as you're happy with whatever expense you have, then if your income is more, it's not an
Yeah,
issue.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ram, आपकी income?
So yeah, my income is good enough for me to cover all my indulgence, I will say, like, and it is giving, and plus there is current, is not only from my earnings, I mean savings, what I'm using. We are having like my wife is into yoga. She has some they contribute something for the household expenses, and the expenses are very minimal. Other than big expenses come by of our travel, this one and basically. And by God's grace, it's all been met with good planning and good financial resources, which comes like.
एक क्वेश्चन तो सिलेबस के बाहर है, मैंने वो नोट में डाला नहीं था, लेकिन पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट खर्चे कहाँ ज़्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं और किधर कम तो होते हैं, बच्चों की पढ़ाई वगैरह खत्म हो जाती है, लेकिन बढ़ते किधर है?
In relative terms, it is in the medical,
Okay.
on the medical line. So that's why I keep
That's why we
telling
have
that
to have-
fitness and
yeah.
health and good insurance coverage are the best. So my mantra is do yoga every day, keep yourself fit, take a good medical cover, live with your children and grandchildren.
Okay.
The possibility of all the negatives that can happen will all be erased.
ओके और क्या सलाह देंगे आप लोग जो अभी 30s या 40s में हैं और वो अब रिटायरमेंट के लिए प्लान कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि अब प्लानिंग शुरू हो गई, अब रैंडमली लोग नहीं करना चाह रहे हैं कि देखा जाएगा जब पहुंचेंगे उस एज में, और सब शायद उतना ज़्यादा भी ना कमाएं कि उनकी इनकम हमेशा उनके एक्सपेंसेस से बहुत ज़्यादा रहे, ये भी शायद पॉसिबल ना हो। उन्हें आप क्या सलाह देना चाहेंगे 30s आउट? टाइम भी बहुत चेंज हो गया है, अब आपके सामने इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑप्शंस बहुत ज़्यादा हो गए हैं, सो व्हाट 1 or 2 recommendations, सलाह, एडवाइस you want to give to the younger generation?
I would simply say, the benefit that we all had during our working years is that
Mic
we
a
were
little close.
forcibly, saving our money for pension. Now nobody's giving you that crutch.
Correct.
You have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So park 30%, 35% of your income. Just take it and put it there, and learn to live within the rest of the money.
Okay.
That is all one can do. Beyond that, there are so many uncertainties. And we, during our ages, we all assumed and we achieved that we will all retire by 60. But I'm sure the current age is talking of retiring by 50.
No, sir, the things have changed. Now they want to retire 45.
45.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm outdated to that extent. So therefore, depends on when you
Yeah.
want to retire and what
Yeah.
you want to do with that time.
Yeah.
So, but then the best thing is to put money in schemes like NPS, throw it away, forget it,
Yeah,
look at it only after you retire.
sure. All right, sir.
Yeah, as far as I can see in my own family, one of my cousins, he retired at about 52 and started working for NGOs for a pittance. And then now I have my nephew who is in his early 50s. He is also retired. So I don't know. They have probably done a lot of planning. So they are, as you put it, they have done enough planning to retire by the time they're 50. So I am not that good to advise.
There's a lot of things to say, but I'm sure that your listeners may not.
No, please go ahead.
So one is, let's say, for example, in real estate, what you buy at the age of 30 is not what you're going to live in at the age of 60. So if you're buying real estate at an early age, just restrict it. And the house which you actually want to stay in by the age of 60, you will have some money available from real estate, buy the thing which you want at that time. That's one. Second is, while I'm advocating investing in equity to a large extent, a fixed amount every month, using the 30% norm which Sridhar mentioned, is a good way. But you have to keep in mind that when government is giving you, in India, government is giving you a tax-free return of 7 to 8%, post-tax 7 to 8% return in the PPF and so on. These you should maximize, because where will you get a risk-free A7 or 8% return?
Yeah.
So maximize that and then go to equity post that.
Okay.
It also gives you a mix between debt and equity. And then when you look at insurance, for example, life insurance, because you need to protect against uncertainties for the rest of the family, take a good plan which either if you're going on the equity route for your own investments, then take a good term cover plan.
Yeah.
Okay, which gives you a solid amount which comes back at a cheap cost. But if you go for the ULIP as a form of building up your equity, then try to make sure that it's a significant amount which goes up.
Yeah.
Right, so start from a young age.
Okay.
These are my suggestions.
All right. Ram?
See, first thing I have to tell is, I like this saying, the only thing certain in life is uncertainty. So definitely for that uncertainty time, you have to save. Now, what you save and all, Mr. Part of savings, the constitution of the savings, Abraham has mentioned, and I agree with that. But my only other thing is to say that whenever you have any investments, real estate or equity, whatever it is, real estate especially, you should have it within where you have control on it. What I mean to say is, I stay in Bangalore, I invest somewhere in Delhi, Mumbai and all, it becomes totally out of control. So when you invest in a place where you are really having the control over it, you are able to go and visibly see your investments or feel it. So that's the only advice. Otherwise, all the this one they said, product they said, I fully agree with the choices of investments in that. Now, of course, there's the new products are also coming by way of bitcoins and all. That is for the younger generation to look into that. I'm not a person expert in that. So.
राइटी थैंक यू सो मच आप सभी का अपना वक्त देने के लिए और अपना एक्सपीरियंस हमारे साथ शेयर करने के लिए। तो ये थे हमारे 4 खास मेहमान आज बी वेल्दी पर, जिन्होंने अपना रिटायरमेंट प्लान कैसे किया है वो शेयर किया आपके साथ। क्या सीखा आपने, आप कमेंट सेक्शन में बताएंगे। नाम सबके आपके बता चुके हैं शुरुआत में ही, तो आपको पता है कि आपके अगर किसी की बात से आप ज़्यादा इत्तेफाक रखते हैं, रिलेट करते हैं, तो वो भी आप नीचे कॉमेंट करके बताएं। और याद रखिए, आप हैं मेरे यानी स्वाति के साथ, और हम सब है बहुत ही सावधानी और समझदारी के साथ अमीर बनने के सफ़र पर। वक्त देने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आप सभी को बहुत सारा प्यार और दुलार। स्टे ब्लेस्ड, हेल्दी एंड बी वेल्दी। और जाने के पहले बी वेल्दी सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, वीडियो लाइक करें, शेयर करें। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, Swati.
Thank you guys.
Really loved it.